An 82-game season can be a long grind, and that's not even including playoffs and the intensity you find there. So in my off time, I have to find things to clear my mind. In this case, I'm gonna go get a few shots up. I'm not talking about basketball shots. I'm talking about going to the shooting range. It's a good way to relieve stress for myself. The problem is that my shooting accuracy at the shooting range is not nearly as good as my accuracy on the basketball court. But hey, I'm not competing for a championship at the shooting range now, am I? So it's all good. So I think for this episode what I'm going to do is bring in more of a true backup point guard. Because of course myself, Crispy Flakes, is running the starting point guard position and we play most of the game. But even stars need a rest. You don't want to get those cramps like LeBron James did back in the playoffs last year, now do we? So anyway, we have Jason Terry, who is our current point guard at 37 years old. I just don't think, Jason Terry is a very good player, and honestly, based off how he plays the game of basketball, he could probably play for another good 3 years. He's just, he's just a very in-shape player, but he's not really he's more of a shooting guard than he is a point guard. And Shabazz Napier, he could turn out to be an okay player in this league. I think he'll eventually be a good backup, but I'm not really in the mood or not really looking to do a, like build up this guy's potential or something like that. I'm just not really into that right now. I want to win now, so I want to bring in a guy that can help us win now. And so we're going to look at some different trades here, and I think this trade was definitely our best for Jerryd Bayless and Zaza Pachulia, because Jerryd Bayless is a guy that can score the basketball, so if he plays 10 minutes a game, he might be able to get you 10 points, you don't even know. And then Zaza Pachulia is also a very good young, I don't really know if he's young, but he's a very good serviceable center. And Chris Andersen's actually pretty up there in age. He is 76 overall, but the dude's like, what, 37, 38 years old, so he might get injured. You never know that, or he might just get fatigued. So we got a guy like Zaza to come in there and get some of those backup center minutes himself. Josh Smith, even if really had to, could play backup center. But we're actually going to take a look at trading Chris Andersen here and Michael Beasley, who just doesn't really play for us at all. Nothing against Michael Beasley. He's just kind of a troublemaker. We all know that. So we're going to try to see maybe we can bring in a guy that can score for us, or, we might not even make a trade. I'm just kind of curious what we have here. And actually, this trade right here, man, Paul Pierce and Will Bynum. Now, Will Bynum actually could probably play backup point guard for us, but we really don't need him either. But Paul Pierce, he wants to win a championship, and we definitely have a team that can do that. Now, he will be our 6th man on this team, though, because we have Gordon Hayward as our starting small forward, so Paul Pierce will have to come off the bench, but he'll be the 6th man. He'll definitely get a lot of minutes out there. So he can play shooting guard, he can play power forward, or small forward, and I'm sure he could probably play power forward if we really need him to, if we really want to do like a small ball lineup, but that probably won't happen too much out there. He's 37 years old. Probably got 1 or 2 years left in him in this league. So, Paul Pierce is a guy that's won championships. He's been a leader of basketball teams. He was on the Boston Celtics. He was like their leader for years. So he definitely knows how to play the game of basketball. I'm just checking out my guy's stats here real quick. Just kind of curious. Putting up 21 points a game, so not bad. So let's go ahead and sim this game against the T-Wolves, Andrew Wiggins and the Timberwolves. See if we can get a W out here, man, because we made some trades. You never know if chemistry is going to be affected because of that. But we got to do our best out there. We should definitely be able to beat a team like the Timberwolves, so just based off pure talent itself. And we're actually having a pretty good start here, so not really doing too good. And oh god, oh my god, we were doing very good for a while. Did I screw up our chemistry? Oh my life, what? How are you guys gonna lose 80 to 6-7 to the T-Wolves, man? I got mine out there. D Wade did pretty good. Bosh, Paul Pierce, but god, Gordon Hayward, man, you are like a max contract player. You cannot be shooting 1 for 6, okay? It cannot happen. And on accident, I simmed the game against the Mavericks. We lost that game too, so it's really not looking good for us out here, guys. So we actually got a game coming here against the Pacers. Paul George. Who else is on the Pacers? Roy Hibbert. I don't really know how long he'll be on that team for. Rodney Stuckey. Lance Stevenson don't play for them no more. I don't know why they got rid of him. He was actually a very good player for them back when he was on the team. So let's sim this game right quick here and just see how we do. And it's pretty neck and neck going to halftime. So not bad. I mean, we definitely got to get a win, though. We got a lot of talent on our team. We should not be having close games against teams like this. Not that the Pacers are bad. And we end up losing the game by 1 point. God, come on, guys. What are you doing out there? We're on a 3-game losing streak. I will not deal with a 3-game losing streak, guys. That is unacceptable on my team here. But yes, guys, next episode, we're going to be going up against the Atlanta Hawks. So stay tuned for that. Should be a very good game. We are currently at 5-3, so we definitely got room to improve. Stay tuned for that next episode.